Okay, here's our last one to go over together. 28 and 7/10 times 1 and 5/10. Once again, I'm going to pretend like I am dealing with whole numbers. Okay, so I would set it up as if I were multiplying together 287 times 15, and this is exactly how I would do it if I didn't have any decimals. So that's what I'm going to do. Now let's multiply like normal. Starting with the 5, I'm going to multiply the 5 times everything on top. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry my 3. 8 times 5 is 40. I'm going to add the 3, so that's 43. Carry my 4. And then 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. I'm not going to put my decimal in. I'm going to wait till later. Okay, so here I'm done with the 5, so now I'm going to multiply everything on top by 1. Well, when I do that, I have to put a 0 here because this is 10, not 1. Okay, 1 times 7 is 7. I'm going to scratch these out so I don't use them. 8 times 1 is 8, and 2 times 1 is 2. Add these together. We get 5. 10, carry my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 8 is 13. And 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so where to put my decimal in my answer? Using my highlighting strategy, I'm going to highlight the 7 because it's behind the decimal, and I'm going to highlight the 5. It is also behind the decimal. How many places have I highlighted? 2. That's right. How many am I going to highlight my answer? 2. Highlighted 2 places, put my decimal right after that last place. So the answer is 43 and 5/100. How did you do on those 3 problems? Did you make any mistakes of where to put the decimal? What about on multiplying? Did you remember to put the 0 there? Well, if you didn't, go back and try again and see if you can correct your mistake.